Here's two little tiny teddy bears, part of my small collection. They're both cast metal. I acquired them about 20 years ago. I've mounted one on a coin, as you can see, and the other one sitting on a card, looking up at him, and he's looking down at his friend. But the detail of these, which is astonishing, showing the two little eyes, absolutely beautiful. And if I hold it up, you'll see they're roughly about double the thickness of the 1p coin. The coin incidentally is an ordinary British 1p coin, about the same size as a cent in America. So it shows you just the small scale of the things. But what's astonishing to my mind is the amount of detail they managed to get into it. I'll see you getting focus again. Now work it, and we can't get his face into focus now. Come back again. Yeah, he's good. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely superb quality there. So that's the first one. The second one was something that I got from Guterman, who makes wonderful tiny spinning tops. He gave this to me, sold it to me about 20 years ago. He lives in Germany and he makes really incredibly small. He set it in a nice package like this, which holds them all very nicely in cotton wool. There's a lot of cotton wool there, but look at the size of these. Oops, I'm spinning. I'll drop them down a bit, the camera down a bit. So don't put, look at the size of some of them. Really, really small. I mean, those small ones there just about do a few turns and then come to a halt. The bigger ones actually turn quite nicely on a mirror surface. They turn very nicely. Every one of them has been turned out on a sort of micro lathe, wooden lathe, to extremely fine detail. He likes particularly like blackwood, I think it is, but there's two there which are ordinary dark brown or light brown wood. It's a wonderful collection to have of spinning tops. Oops, they're all dropping. I mustn't tilt them quite so much. But the length of the spindle means that you can actually make them work very easily with your fingers. You just put a finger in either hand and spin it fast, and the bigger ones will go on nicely. The small ones, unfortunately, only go for a few turns and then give up. But even so, it's very, very ambitious thing of him to make something as small as that. And I was most impressed. First of all, I met him at the stand, I think at Nuremberg or I think I met him actually at the fair at Frankfurt, the Frankfurt Gift Fair, the first time. And it was really, really quite a thrill to do that. And the third item, let's have that picture. This is something that was being sold in the market at Camden Lock. I was amazed at it. It was writing on a grain of rice stuff. You ended up buying one of these rather nice little necklaces with a little keepsake on it. And the actual piece of rice was in the lady's hand. It was a little Chinese lady who was doing it. And she wrote on it, and then she put it into the lock when she'd done it. So there's 1,000, but my name's in the front here. I asked her to write my name, which was Tim of 1,000 Toys, I called myself at the time. And as I turned it, she wrote of, and then 1,000, and then Toys somewhere else. I'm not sure. She mounted it in a bit of oil, so it moves it around slightly, but she just popped it in. It was so well done. I'll see if I can get a little bit more from the bottom of it. What a beautiful keepsake. So something I've got to keep for life, isn't it?